Hey YouTube, just want to show you a new product, or not necessarily new, but it's a product not a lot of people know about from Kel-Tec. I'm also testing out a new camera. It's an SJ4000. It's basically a GoPro clone, but it's a pretty good clone. I mean, this thing costs less than $100, and it works just as good and has just as good quality as a GoPro does. So I'm testing the video out and I'm making this video on this. Okay, so to the item. I haven't seen very many videos about this item online. I have seen like one or two, but the guy was talking in Russian, and he does show what kind of punishment the knife can be put through. So, alright, here's the item. It's Kel-Tec. It's a Kel-Tec knife. So far right now, Kel-Tec makes they only make 2 knives right now. I do know they have a third knife coming out, which is going to be different from this one. The only difference between this knife and the other knife they sell is that right here there's a ring, so it can be put on to the RFB or the SU16 as a bayonet. And it's got a ring here, and there's a little slit back here to slide it into the lug. And also the bayonet does not have this. I believe it's aluminum. I'm not quite sure, but I'll have to find out. But this is an impactor. It's not like the regular glass impactor has a point. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. See this right here. This is an impactor. It's more of a blunt impactor than a pointed one. I'm pretty sure it'll break glass just as good. The knife's actually pretty big. For a folder, it's actually pretty big. I mean, it's good, strong, solid construction. Let me show you what comes in the box. You get 2 Allen tools. You can change the clip to put on either side. Something Kel-Tec does very well. They always try to make everything ambidextrous. And here's the second knife. This is the other knife. Basically the same thing, just with the ring. I mean, that's the only difference. Same blade, everything. There is another, I don't know if it's really called a third knife, but it's just another knife that doesn't have the coating on the blade. It's just a regular, not stainless steel, but it's actually D2 steel, tool steel. Give you a little bit of information about it, because they give really good information in here. Let's see if I can see this on here. Not quite sure if you can see it, but the blade material, or the steel used, is the AISI D2 steel with a 58 Rockwell hardness. So it's pretty strong steel. Oh, and as you can see in the picture, this is the non-coated steel blade. Yeah, I think this is the only picture they have in here of it. Of course, the handle's made from Zytel. Oh, here it is. The pommel is a CNC machine 4140 steel. Okay, it's steel, not aluminum. Right there, D2 steel. And right here, it'll say where the bayonet will fit onto the SU16D. And I guess the KFB will also fit any rifle with the standard M16 style bayonet lug. Okay, so that's good to know. The steel is $10.95, so it's pretty high carbon. Alright, so let's just go ahead and show the knife itself now. I actually like this because I don't know, I like how this folds out like this. Pretty awesome blade. Pretty big folder. I like big folders, so it's not an easy knife to get. I mean, you can't even buy it on the website. I live one town away from Cocoa, Florida, and they have a storefront there, and you can't even buy it in the store. I only got this a few days ago. I actually only got this yesterday. What am I saying? I have a contact there, so that's how I was able to get it. But you're pretty much not going to be able to find this, but they will be having more to be able to sell soon. I believe the retail on it is $120. So some of the features of the knife is typical, you know, folder with the lever lock. But this also has a secondary lock right here. You push it up, and now that's the secondary lock. Now it's not, if I try to fold it, it's not going to fold at all. So I have to bring it down. Actually, let me get this back. And now, oh, I didn't push it all the way. There. Yeah, you have to make sure you push it all the way. This thing is brand new, so it's a little tight. So now it'll fold. Yeah. But let's bring it back out. The knife comes extremely sharp. And from what I was reading about D2 steel, it keeps an edge pretty well. And I'm probably going to use 10,000, 6,000 Japanese whetstone to sharpen this one. I sharpen it. That's what the contact told me to use. He recommended I use Japanese water stones, or don't use any of those cheap carbide sharpeners. Don't use that on this blade. It's gonna ruin it more than anything else. It's probably won't even it's probably not even as hard as this. If you use a sharpener that's not as hard as anything over 58 Rockwell hardness, it's not going to do anything. I mean, it'll probably take you forever to even try to get anything sharp. If anything, it'll probably dull it. But this is the Kel-Tec. I think this one's the KFB. Yeah, the KF. No, this one's the KFK. The KFB is the Kel-Tec knife. What am I saying? The KFB is the Kel-Tec bayonet. The KFK is the Kel-Tec knife, which is this one. And then I guess you can say there's a third one that's just an uncoated blade. But they are having, they are making a new bayonet for one of their new guns coming out at the end of the month of September. They have quite a few new guns coming out, so I am looking forward to that. Let's close this back. Alright, YouTube, just wanted to show you that, and hopefully I gave you some good information, and I'll talk to you later.